Over the past 38 years of working in the financial trenches, I can honestly say I've heard it all. Whether it's opinions and fear tactics of where savers should be investing their money and why they should select various one-size-fits-all approaches offered up by the financial world, the constant mantra telling savers to, for instance, get their money out of banks before they lose it all, or taking Social Security as soon as you can because it might go broke. Regardless of how you boil down these one-size-fits-all conclusions of where you should invest your money and how fearful you should be about the future, the Bible has a totally different take on this one-size-fits-all approach to money, and it's called diversification. Check it out in Ecclesiastes chapter 11, beginning in verse 1, where the richest man who ever walked the face of the earth, King Solomon, encourages savers to cast your bread on the surface of the waters, for you will find it after many days. So let's stop and think about this notion of casting bread upon the surface of the waters. First off, to cast your bread might seem foolish, seeing as though it is a source of nutrition, so why would you cast your bread on the water? Secondly, casting bread onto the water entails risk, because the currents might take it away from you, so as wise King Solomon once said, that doesn't sound like a good idea either. But you got to keep reading. Notice in the latter part of that verse, the idea of casting your bread on the open waters requires faith. Faith that when you cast it, you will one day find it. Such an act of casting our bread upon waters that might carry it away requires a faithful God, not only one who will give us the bread in the first place, but in His due timing will return that which we cast. And here's why diversification is the key when you're casting your money around. Notice what Solomon says in the very next verse as to what we are to do before we cast our bread. We are to divide your portion into 7 or even to 8. Why? Because, as Solomon says, you do not know what misfortune may occur on the earth. Moral to the story, you cast your bread or your investments in different directions, not putting all your eggs in one basket, so that if and when something bad happens to one of those investments, you have others that will return to you. Over time, I've learned that diversification, or the act of casting my bread upon different waters, is the best form of sleep insurance of all.
Sleep insurance!
But, as they say on the commercials, wait, there's more.
Everybody that calls in the next 30 minutes will also receive absolutely free my new sausage making attachment with spices and casings included.
So check out verse 6, where Solomon adds more wisdom to avoiding the one-size-fits-all approach, where he says, whether it's where you cast your bread in the morning or where you hold out your hand to receive it at night, know this, God is in control of both. And knowing God is in control of the things of this world is sure some faithful news that you and I can take to the bank. Amen?
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like, check out these other clips. And be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for more videos.